This is the Guild Hub of the Metaverse, the home of play-to-earn gaming, education, and exploration with the BlockchainSpace group. This is Guild Radio. Prepare for takeoff. Hello, Metaverse. Welcome to Guild Radio. This is how to play to earn in X-Metaverse. My name is Vince on behalf of BlockchainSpace. And of course, I'm also part of WhenInManila.com and WinPlays. Very excited to have you guys join us today. We'll have a quick conversation about a cool game that you guys might want to check out. Another play-to-earn game. This game is called X-Metaverse. And with us today is the Chief Community Officer of X-Metaverse. We have Rajesh. How are you doing today, Rajesh?
I'm all good, Vince. How are you?
I'm great. I gave a very, very terrible, crappy description of you, and I didn't introduce the game yet. So before we introduce the game, maybe you could tell us a little bit more about you and your role with this game.
Yeah, okay. So hello, guys. I'm Rajesh. I've been with the X-Metaverse for past almost 7 months. I am the CCO, Chief Community Officer of X-Metaverse, and I am taking care of the communication as well as the community of X-Metaverse. That's a short brief.
That's perfect. And here we go with X-Metaverse. Maybe you can play this video as you explain to us, for people who have never heard of this game, what is it?
X-Metaverse, as everybody is into the play to game, X-Metaverse is a first in kind of space battleship play to game. So we are the first to introduce this one, and it's a 3D blockchain game. This one is playable in your PC, Android mobile, and as well as your iOS systems. This is the basic introduction I can give you on the game. It's a simple play to earn.
Go ahead.
Yeah, it's just a simple play to earn game, and based on and we have a good graphics.
It seems like it. The graphics is very nice. If you had to compare this to a different game that people might be more familiar with, a more mainstream game, what would you compare this to?
Actually, if you right now, we have very few space games, and I have checked many games right now, and those are not in this stage of play. Like for example, this is a space battle, and what you're seeing now is a racing game. And
Okay.
most of the space games which is available right now are like a colony buildup or etc. Just like that. So right now we are in a upper hand of the first in type of this type of game.
Okay. Is it only a racing game? Is it a space racing
No,
game, or are there different
no.
aspects to it?
Yeah, definitely. Space racing is just one of the gameplay of it. Our main
Okay.
game is actually a battle game. I would like to first show you. I think that there might be a video on this one.
Yeah,
So
sure.
I give you a quick play on that one. So this way, see, this is actually one of our old graphics, but right now we have revamped the graphics, and it look much more cooler than this one.
So it's
So
even better than that. That one already looked
yeah,
good.
no.
Okay.
This is a old beta test videos.
Okay.
Whereas unfortunately, I couldn't record the new games because the game right now is very revamped. I can say it's like 100 times better than this graphics.
Wow. Okay. Is the game out already?
Actually, we have permanently opened our beta test so that people can just join in, have a look around, they can have a feel of the game, and once they feel like okay, I can really play this game and I can win rewards from it, then they can invest money. In this way, we don't want people who just can just like getting up the hype, jumping in, and then buying everything, and then like oh no, I don't know how to play this, blah blah blah. So this way, you have a free to play where you can check yourself and then come back, invest, and earn the rewards, man. I freeze the exactly on the reward page.
Okay. Is it safe to somewhat say it's sort of very roughly Axie but with spaceships as far as the main battles?
Yeah, actually, yes, it is somewhat same like a card-based game since all the Axie, Star Sharks, those are like card card-based games, right? And we are
Yes.
also similar to that one, but the way we play and the way the cards are selected is different from the others.
Okay. So different sort of gameplay, but it's still 3 on 3. You need to
Yes.
eventually buy 3 spaceships and battle with that.
Eventually, you actually need a three battleship plus one pilot NFT, because you cannot pilot a battleship without a pilot, right? So we
Wow.
need a
Okay.
pilots.
Does each spaceship need a pilot?
No, we set a minimum of one pilot for three
Okay.
battleship, and still you can use up to three pilots for one for each battleships, so that
Okay.
you have a upper hand on the other side.
Okay. And so we're talking about the battle, but what was the racing we saw earlier?
That's another game, gameplay actually. So in that one, you just need one pilot and one space battleship, and if your battleship is fast enough, you're not going to intervene in any of it. You select your spaceship, you select your pilots, and you give it on the start. That's it, and you need not to play. Carrying out on the aspects of their speed and other characteristics like level and everything, the victory will be decided.
Okay, so got a rough description of how the game is now. I always ask you to show me the money. How's the economy? How does that work?
The economy is actually, we are a single token system. There is no specific in-game tokens like many other, as you said, Axie Infinity or Starshak. They have a separate in-game rewards, but here we have only one token, but we give you a different spoils. Like as you can see in the screen, with just I froze, you can see there is a spoil which says number one and number five, I suppose, or nine.
Number 9, yeah.
Yeah. So this one, which says number one, is actually your energy core, and the other one, nine, is the fragments of black box. When you
Okay.
make 100 fragments, it gives you one black box. And these energy cores, black box, they can be traded in our market.
Uh,
I can show.
I'm
So
a bit
this
confused
way,
because you're saying you're one currency, but then you're showing me 2 spoils. What does that mean?
currency is actually like, for example, if you say, let's say an example of one game where you have a dual token system, the one currency can be utilized on external decks and everything, right? But
Okay.
here we give you a chance where you earn our reward tokens. Actually, we will give you, as per like daily task and other things, we will give you separate reward tokens, our X-Meta tokens. Apart from that token, you still earn these spoils, which can be used either to upgrade your ship, or you can even sell them. So in that way,
Okay.
either you can upgrade and go on a higher levels, or you can simply sell your spoils and make your wallet bigger.
Okay. Okay. So these are just sort of in-game upgrades that
Yes,
can be
in-game
sold.
upgrades. Yes,
Okay.
definitely. Yes, but not on the
Okay.
fragments. I want to clear that one, because these fragments has to be completely built up into a box. This nine fragments. When you reach 100, it will make you one complete black box, which can be traded.
Okay. And what is your in-game currency?
We don't have an in-game currency. We are using only X Meta as our reward token. That's our
Okay.
main governance token.
Okay, so the X Meta token is what you're using. What is that going for currently in the marketplace?
Yeah, we are actually going to release the token somewhere in the mid of May
Oh, it's
month.
not even released yet. Okay,
Yeah, so we are actually on the final stage. Our game is ready, and our token, we are just having a talks with various IDO launchpads, and we have some launchpads announced. So we will do the IDO in the probably in the mid of May,
okay,
and we are planning to push it a little early also. So once the IDO is released, the game will be released, followed by it.
okay. Unofficially, I assume it's the price for the token isn't announced yet. But unofficially, like how much are you guys maybe hoping it would be at start?
We don't actually want to give any spice speculation, Vince,
Okay,
because this can create a huge discrepancy in our reputation.
got it. Okay, fair enough. Okay, so uh, can you give me a timeline roughly of how long this game has been out, what you guys have done, and what you have expected in the next year? It can be a rough timeline, doesn't have to be exact
Okay.
dates.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Then, Yes, actually, our timeline we have almost completed. We are just delayed on our IDO, which was supposed to be expected by this April month, but unfortunately, due to the current market condition, which is really taking a hit on all the GameFi projects, so we have slightly extended the IDO to May month.
Okay. But when
So
did this
for
game roughly start, though? Let's start with that. When was this game even announced or built?
planned,
Or I'm sorry.
let's say we started as planning.
Yes.
I will announce it from the planning. Actually, that X Metaverse team was planned in May 2021. It's almost a year old now,
Oh wow!
and
So that
we are
means it's very young. Okay.
yeah, it's very young. So it's almost a year, and by the time we finished everything, we had our Alpha One. We call it as Alpha One test, which was roughly in the month of February, and then during the March month, we have revamped it, the graphics, and we wanted to test our servers with enough members, so we had our Alpha V2 test on March, and in the span of 2 weeks, we had almost like 2,100 participants testing our game,
Okay.
and
Very
uh,
nice.
and uh, yeah, so that was the plan, and we were actually the main game is, as I said before, it's ready to roll out, but unfortunate condition in the market has held us a little back on our IDO. So that's why
Got
we
it.
are still waiting for it. So once the IDO is released, we will release the main game, followed by pilot staking. As I said, we have NFT pilots, so you can stake them. That is a separate gameplay actually, which is called as mining town. So
Okay.
where you can send your pilots, it's just like staking your pilots, and then those will be mining the XMeta token.
Okay.
So that's a passive income for you. And we have the space jump game, which is also ready. And as you've seen before, it's a racing game where players with just one NFTs, one of the space battleship and one pilots, they can play the game. And later
Okay.
on, with the scheduled, we have almost like 4 to 5 games which is going to come back, and different quarters. And even on a long term plan, we are going to release planet NFTs, which will actually be like a metaverse land,
Got it.
but instead you can own a planet.
So what makes your game stand out? Why would, if you weren't working for them, why would you recommend this game to others?
See, I don't want to be like as I'm working with X Metaverse. I want to be biased as in the view of people. I will tell you this game has a very good team, and that they are really community oriented rather than like building up, giving their own decisions. And this game is actually very good with graphics, and also we have we don't have any entry barriers for systems. Many games, like even if you say Axie, that can be played on a mobile, excuse me, and
Mhm.
certain games can be played only on PC. But we have no system requirements like that. Either you can play it on your PC, or you can log in with the same in your mobile, even in your iPhones. And our game app for beta is already on. It's already available for you to download and play.
Okay. So let's say people are tuned in and they're interested, they love the graphics, it sounds cool to them, and they want to get started. How do they start with this game? What do they need to do?
Yes, for starting this game. They need basically three the pilots which are right now shown on the screen. These are the space battleship. They require three of them, and then one pilot NFTs. So these NFTs are available in our official market. I can give you the links later on, and also we are in Binance NFT.
Okay. Roughly what are the floor prices and the high prices for both the pilots and the ships right now?
The floor price is somewhere around $40 in Binance NFT for the pilots, and somewhere around 130. I think I presume 130 because I checked yesterday. 130
Wow.
for Space Battleship. We
That is
launched.
pretty pricey though. Wow, okay.
No, actually, in one way we can say like the NFTs. For example, the pilot was launched at $30, whereas the Space Battleship was launched for
So yeah, you're saying the prices went up already, so it's a good investment. Is that
Yes,
what you're trying to say? So
yes, it's a good investment, and also I can say like we are not even on the higher price range now because the NFTs were launched almost close. They are just a little higher than the launch price. For example, as I said, pilots were launched at 30, and our space battleship were launched at $80. So they are pretty much. It's not like a bigger entry barrier now. Still the floor price is almost very close for everyone to enter, and you can also have one NFT on each so that you can play the space jump game.
okay, okay. So I guess you said earlier that you wanted to talk about how to play the game. Do you want to discuss that now?
Yeah, sure, that would be the main thing.
Okay, so we this is Rajesh's actual account, so you guys can see live what is going on. So go ahead, Rajesh.
Yeah, so this is our actual beta test, and I just connected my testnet wallet here. I just want to show you how the NFTs. So when you go to my account and try to get NFTs, you can see there are two types of NFTs already here, which is Star Skeleton, the green one, and the Tesseract. So I'm just gonna get three of them. I'm opening it. Pray for it. We just get some yes sir or SSR. And I just wanna tell you guys, like in case if you have any doubts on how to connect on a testnet, I would suggest you can join our groups, and we are happily help you.
Rajesh, maybe you could walk us through
Yeah,
what's happening, what you're doing.
yeah. Sure, mate. I'm really sorry on that one. Like,
No worries.
yeah, because the main thing is all my Space Battleship wallet is actually in my Brave browser, and I am unable to share that screen. Now I'm currently minting the NFTs.
Okay.
We just purchased, as I said before, we just purchased three of the Space Battleships, and we opened it, and we are just waiting for the block confirmation. So once, yeah. So we have a three Space Battleship which is required to play the game, and I'm gonna. Now we are going to get some. As I said before, we need minimum of one pilot, or maximum you can have three pilots. So I'm going for three pilots now. I click buy now. Now Let's open the pilots from their box. Basically, the UI of our website is so simple. We have designed it in such a way that any newbies can easily enter in, and they can do all the transactions.
Okay.
We don't want to make it more complicated, like you have to connect this way, that way. So we made it as simple as possible. And as I want to mention, just today we announced that this graphics of opening our NFTs will be changed from tomorrow. We have revamped the graphics of NFTs also. As
Wow.
you can
Okay.
see now, the pilots are just looking around, but in the next one, they'll be actually playing cool stuffs.
Okay. Maybe you could just explain roughly the gameplay, how it
The
works.
gameplay is very simple. We all we need is just three pilots and three battleships and one pilot. If you could give me just another 30 minute seconds, I can show you the game. Okay, now we are going for the main game. So you
Okay.
just need to go to the game or app on it. As you can see, we have a Android app also available. So let's go and play the game. So when you click on this X Metaverse, the other two games, as I said before, like the pilot staking, this is the mining town, which is the pilot staking game. And this space jump is actually the game I was mentioning, which is a racing game. So now let's go to the game. As you can see, the difference. Now this is the graphics as I was saying.
Yep, it looks nice.
So so you can see these are you can see the task which will be available for daily task, your ranking, the records, and settings. And I just want to go to the formation. This formation is the place where you can actually put all your NFTs here. Uh,
Okay.
so see, I have the three battleships, and I'm gonna arrange them with one pilots. I have three pilots, so I'm just gonna add all the three. So we have this position. This is the forward towards the enemy as it goes back. So I'm just gonna save the fleet. As you can see all this fleet here. Now I just wanna show you the hangar. This is where you will be upgrading all your space battleships.
Okay.
Now straight away, let's go to the game. You can see that we have 5 planets already here. So, but basically, I just want to show you how to enter the game. So I've selected the first one.
So this is the PVE.
Yes, this is the PVE, and with and these are the rewards which will be given for this particular stage. We have energy core, you have uru metal fragments, as well as the uh, black box fragments. I just
Okay.
want to mention you about this uru metal fragments. These fragments, when 100 of them are together, they give you one uru metal, and certain uru metals are required to do a R&D of the space battleship. R&D, I
Okay.
can simply say, is just like a breeding, but on a with a higher level. So I have started the game now.
Approximately how long would one game be?
Approximately, it's gonna be like 2.5 minutes. On
Okay.
this level, on this stage, it's gonna be maximum of 2 minutes because my ships are not upgraded and they're gonna eat me like this.
Okay.
So the details of all the battleship upgrades and everything are very well documented in our white Git book, which the links will be provided with you. So from there you can check how much or quantity is required in order to upgrade all the ships and everything.
Okay.
So as I said before, since you already saw the video of V2 where you said the graphics are good, and this is the V1. Oh, sorry, this is our beta now.
Okay.
So you can see all the things. These are our ships. These are the enemy ships. So you can see all the. As said before, this is a play to earn. Sorry, card turn space. I'm gonna select something randomly.
Can you walk me through what you're doing? What's happening?
Okay, man. I'm sorry.
Like, what's the goal? I assume the goal is to kill those 3 ships.
3 ships. So yeah, I'm just gonna go through. See, now I have my cards here for each of the ships. Ship 1,
Okay.
Ship 2, and Ship 3. So we have a card here, and we have a. These are the energy, physical energy, like in all games. This determines how many cards you can select actually. So this is the number of cards that is available in the deck. The total of cards, including your pilots and the space battleship. And these are the 3 new cards which is available. Unfortunately, I'm just selecting cards, and so our primary goal is to defeat the enemy. In order to do that, we have to, as you can see, this is a pilot card. So we have to select the cards in such a
Okay.
way that it will combine with other cards and it can give you a good result. So I
Okay.
have
So
selected three cards
so
and you
it,
can
it
see the timer is going in.
it does feel very much like Axie Infinity. So it's pretty much Axie
Yeah,
Infinity
it's
with spaceships. Just to break it down to the simplest form.
simplest form, yes. I think Axie
Okay.
Infinity is the first forerunner for all the play games, right?
Got it. So since we're
So,
short on time, so we're gonna have to close this up. I
yep.
wanted to ask you, what's your 30
So
second
that's
pitch
it.
of this game?
That's it. So I just want to show you this. So we see we just defeated all the three of the enemy ships and we got our spoils. As I said before, you can either use it to upgrade the ship or you can sell in our market.
Awesome, awesome, perfect that you ended the match there. Because now I'm gonna ask you for your 30 or 60 second pitch. Uh, if people are just tuning in now, tell me about the game. Why should they invest into the game?
Our game. We deliver the best game for the users, and this X Metaverse is the first in kind to have a 3D game aspect with blockchain integrated on it. And our entry price at the current moment is very less, so you can enter into our game with a very less, like somewhere around with 300 to $350. You can still enter into our game. Is that okay for you? Or
Yeah, that sounds really good. Oh, is that your pitch? Okay. That was a very precise pitch. So now people want more information. They want to follow you. They want to check out the game. Can you share with me some of your socials that people should follow, either your personal ones or your game one?
our favorite social is Twitter. You can
Okay.
follow us at xmetaverse underscore.
Okay.
Make sure
Okay.
it's xmetaverse underscore. And for Discord, it's xmetaverse. And for our TG Telegram community, you can check us xmetaverse underscore official. That is our main TG. So once you come into our main TG, we will give you all the local communities which is available. We currently have almost like 14 local communities. So these three are the
Awesome.
main for us now.
Okay. Well, thank you so much again, ladies and gentlemen. We have Rajesh with us, the community manager of X-Metaverse, which is a spaceship NFT game where you can earn from it. It looks pretty cool, very cool actually, with the 3D graphics and all that. Actually, probably one of the most advanced NFT games I've seen, and surprising with how young the game is still. So it's a perfect time to jump in, perfect time to invest. Thank you so much again, Rajesh, for being our guest.
Thank you, Vince. Thank you. The pleasure is mine.
So again, my name is Vince. This was Blockchain Space's Guild Radio, how to play to earn in X Metaverse. Do also follow me at Vince Galanco and at Wim Plays from Guild Radio and from Blockchain Space. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.
Bye, guys.